Welcome to Connect Canyons, a podcast sponsored by Canyon School District. This is a show about what we teach, how we teach, and why. We get up close and personal with some of the people who make our schools great. Students, teachers, principals, parents, and more. We meet national experts too. Learning is about making connections. So connect with us.
This year, more than 2,700 seniors will don their caps and gowns and step up to receive their hard-earned diplomas in front of the Canyons community as pomp and circumstance plays. This year's graduates have a wide variety of accomplishments, from state champions to sterling scholars, national rankings, and national merits. Not to mention the roughly $50 million in scholarships rewarded to seniors across the Canyons community. Welcome to Connect Canyons. I'm your host, Frances Cook. For this last episode of the school year, we had the opportunity to speak with 6 of our graduates. They share their feelings about graduation, some of their favorite memories from school, and the people who supported them along the way. They share with us their hopes and dreams after high school, and the advice they would give themselves as incoming freshmen. These are their stories.
My name is Tessa Osborne. I go to Alta High School. I am honestly, it's a mix of feelings. I'm so excited just to kind of move on to the next chapter, but I'm also a little sad to leave my friends behind. And it's kind of like the final stretch. That's what it feels like. It's like that last, I just got to make it to next week. So I'm planning to attend New York Conservatory for Dramatic Arts in New York, which I'm so excited about. And I leave in September. And I'm planning on earning my BFA with a musical theater degree. I was about 7 years old when I kind of started getting interested in it. I remember we went to see Wicked downtown at the Capitol Theater before Eccles was like a big thing. And we got to do a backstage tour of the stage. And I remember our tour guide let us like walk onto the stage and see everything. And I was like, this is what I want to do. But I didn't really like get into it until I was around 6th or 7th grade, just because of resources and summer camps that I found out about. I think my parents have been my biggest inspiration and my supporters. They're the ones that kind of, when I expressed that I was interested in this, they were like, yeah, and they put in all the time and, you know, the money, because it gets expensive, and they wanted me to do this because it was something that I was passionate about. And also in my high school career time here, the theater directors, Lindsay Struxman and Lindsay Klein, have been so influential for me, and they really brought out my love for performing and made me confident in my abilities. Just made me more confident as a person, period. I think if you compare me now to freshman year me, obviously that's going to be a big difference because it's 4 years, but I didn't have a backbone. I was so nervous all the time, and I probably wouldn't usually normally get on a stage and sing my heart out, but now it's like what I want to do and kind of what I crave. I think, first of all, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Like, you may feel like you're inadequate for a certain opportunity or a role or something, like you think I couldn't ever get that. I couldn't ever do that. But it doesn't ever hurt to try, because you never know what could come from it. Because I think most of the opportunities that I've been able to have came from me just being like, oh, I'll just try it just because that looks fun, not thinking anything of it. And also the essence of found family. I think, like I said before, my friends through theater have been like, I met some of my best friends through theater, and they're like my second home, my second family, and they're the people that I get to hang out with the most and spend the most time with, and they're also some of my biggest supporters. Recently, we had our region and state competition, and I placed first in region in musical theater, which was a big deal for me. I got a 74 out of 75 at state, so I medaled for that as well. I was just recently nominated for the UHSMTA Best Actress. I made it to top 10 finalists, and I got to perform on the stage at Eccles Theater, which was so fun, and it was so cool. And I met a lot of really nice and talented girls. I would say, once again, just go for every opportunity and take what you're given, because sometimes you'll be faced with things that you don't expect, or in the theater sense, I guess, while we're on that topic, roles that you didn't really want or didn't expect, but taking the most of what you get and making that experience so much fun is really important, because it could be like one of your favorite things that you do without even realizing it. Find the people that lift you up instead of drag you down, and they support you through everything that you do. That could be family members or just friends or just people that you'll meet in college or wherever, whatever they plan on doing, but those are the people that you'll want in your life for the rest of your life. And they're so important for everything, not just performing, just anything in life. And also, you see something that you want, you go for it. High school has been one of the best experiences ever. I've met so many of my best friends that I hope to keep for the rest of my life. And I think one of my biggest takeaways is you deserve so much love. And I think you should be confident in yourself and don't be afraid to be weird sometimes. I feel like that's really important. Sometimes we get so scared of what other people think, which that's a basic answer, but it kind of holds us back it holds us back all the time. And I think just learning to love yourself and also that you deserve that love and that you shouldn't have people in your life that don't reciprocate the same way. And I think that's really important.
I'm Dawson Douglas. I go to Alta High School. I'm super excited. Also a little nervous. I have to be a real adult. At graduation, I've got about a month to hang out with friends, and then I'm heading over to the Naval Academy. Pretty much basic training. Call it Police Summer. I chose the Naval Academy because I love my country and I want to serve, and sets you up for life. Free education and a guaranteed job right out of it. The main one is probably AP Physics 1 and 2. My teacher Stanford good and seemed to really care about class. Also Calc AB with Miss Price. They just, Mr. Stanford especially got excited when he was teaching. He got excited when you learned something new. And got excited like when he was putting something up on the. I was involved in track. Track has been good. I learned that hard work pays off, and a lot of life is about your mindset. Like I ran the 400, and you decided that you're gonna go faster. That you go faster. About how you think about it. I'd love to be a pilot and fly for Navy. After that, maybe be a commercial pilot. But no, I'd say maybe talk to more people, make more friends, like get to know everybody in school. Yeah, a little bit. Thinking more about what I want out of my life, what I really want to do. The first time where it's not like a set thing that you have to, kind of your choice now. Choose the path you want to take. Sets up your life. So figure out what you want to do and pursue it, even if it seems like it's going to be a difficult goal to achieve. Go after it and see if you can. I don't know. I think a lot of it was just making sure I was always there, making sure I was consistently like going to school, doing my homework, doing all the little things that people don't. With track, it was you just got to push through for that 50 seconds or that 20 seconds. You got to decide that you're going to do it and just think life is hard. This isn't the hardest thing I'm going to do in my life. I can push through this.
Hi, I'm Cohen Bardsley, and I come from Jordan High School. Really, I won't say apprehensive, but like kind of nervous just because, I've been doing high school for all my life so far. Not even high school, just school, general, like K through 12. And just coming to a point where that ends is kind of scary. I'm also really excited, though. I have like a good plan of where I want to go and like what colleges I'm going into, and I'm really confident that I'll have a lot of fun. I have a scholarship for Utah State University up in Logan, so I'm going to head up there. I want to join the Utah Army National Guard and do the ROTC up there as well. So then commission out of college as a officer in the, obviously, Utah Army National Guard. And then I want to go to being a cop, kind of like, so I'll be doing the military and reserves. I want to be a police officer for 4 years, and then after that, I want to apply for an FBI special officer. It was, I want to say freshman year, and I kind of thought vaguely of like the military/policing aspect, but I think we were watching Saving Captain Phillips, and there's a scene where there's like the militaries, they show up and they're doing their military stuff. I was just watching it like, dang, that's something I want to do. And then from there, I also just like looked into policing, and that was super, super interesting. I went into C-Tech for criminal justice, so it's like current enrollment, and that was amazing. I was just doing that, and I just like, you feel like that burning passion in you. You're like, oh, this is something I want to do for the rest of my life. I'm in the theater and choir of Jordan High School. Those have been really awesome. Theater especially has just been able to help me build my confidence in my voice, since when you're on stage, you can't really seem that shy unless your role is to seem shy. You have to have like this confidence and this projection, and choirs kind of help to reinforce that. outside of school, I'm in the Explorers Post 9550. It's this little like paramilitary program that we work with the police departments and we just help them around. It's kind of like a intro program to becoming a cop almost. So all three of those and obviously the NJROTC have just been really, I feel, instrumental in helping me just build myself up and grow confidence and just develop leadership skills. I learned how to sing. I love that. I learned how to act, how to be myself, how to not be myself, how to be dramatic when I need to be. I've learned a lot of military drill and whatnot. I can just assemble an AR-15, I guess. In terms of law enforcement, I've learned like all this really cool like behind the scenes stuff. Like I now know like the Miranda stuff, when cops can and cannot search you, exigent circumstances, all this background stuff. I did a couple mock trials with some programs, so now I know something about being a lawyer. The main way I've seen it is whenever I'm watching like a TV show or something, and it always or like whenever there's a cop or someone military in it, and I'll be there and my family hates it, but I'll be the one that's like, oh, they're not doing that right. Oh, you shouldn't be behind the door. You should be like behind the car when you're in a tactical situation like that. It's just broadened my mind into like this whole military and cop just world. That's just been really cool since there's this so much back there that a lot of civilians don't normally see. Mr. Newbold, who's one of my math teachers, and he was just awesome. I don't normally enjoy math, but I was just taking his class. I was like, yeah, this is really cool. He kind of helped me just build up my confidence. In terms of stuff, my extracurriculars and whatnot, I probably the C-Tech teacher, Miss Edwin Lahowley, Mr. L, we called him. He's awesome. He always makes us laugh, and he was just a source of energy, and so many amazing memories with him. That really helped me also push into the world of being a cop. The other teachers, off the top of my head, I'll say my choir teacher as well, Mr. Putnam. He's always... He was really great in helping me learn how to just like kind of be a more confident singer. And they're all just amazing teachers, and they've just helped me on their own little individual ways, and I love it. I really want to be like one of the people that's, I seem a bit egotistical, but like whenever someone's talking like, oh, it's like a living legend or something, I want to be someone that like really, really heavily contributes, whether it be through me being a cop or FBI agent or just someone that someone will talk about, kind of like in that like, whoa, this guy did that. He left the field. I just want to leave an impact, really, is what it boils down to. I want just people to remember me. Whenever I'm gone, I want people to, or at least my kids or my family, to be able to look back at the legacy, at like this thing I've created, and just be impressed and just be confident, really. Go into something that you feel passionate about, because, I mean, obviously, criminal justice, that sparks this insane passion in me. It just drives me. But find something that also drives you, just figure out something that's, you're going to wake up, you're going to be really happy, and it's not going to be a trudge, you're not going to be going to work every day. But find something that, A, pays well, but also B, just allows you to, just be happy, really, with your career in life. Or even something you just do on the side. Just find something that makes you happy. I'm ready to walk that stage, I'm ready to walk up there, get my diploma, or get what pretends to be my diploma in that case, just walk off into my new life. And I'm super grateful for Jordan High School and what's done for me, but I am ready to move on and just be my own person.
Hi, my name's Tyree Pearson. I'm a senior at Brighton High School. I'm feeling really great, like a little nervous, making new friends and all that stuff, but feel really happy, proud of myself. I love football. That's my passion, my dream. Like, football's all I got right now. And my favorite classes, probably director studies, just a little homework class. My teacher always helped me out with my homework, whatever I need help with. My dad got me into football, and just like the crowd just cheering me on, the just sacking QB, just like being a monster on the field just makes me happy. Just like knowing the game, like taking the time, effort, blood, sweat, and tears, just like all comes to me and takes my heart away, and like I'm in love with the game. When I was at Judge Memorial, I had this teacher. Her name was Coach Casey. She would always help me out with all my homework and give me different ways to like learn all my homework, and just like made a impact for me. Outside of school, Coach Cetera for Brighton High School always just gave me a chance, and he just like read me and acknowledged what I'd done. He gave me a lot of chances. He knew I was really about football, no shortcuts. He saw me every day after practice. I'll be working out by myself and then try asking a couple of my other teammates to work out with me. And he saw like I'm a leader on and off the field. And just like teaching me new drills to work on. And yeah, and then my father always gave me some free advices. Sometimes it hurts, but he was honest. And then always just watching film with me and telling me what I gotta do better as well. Always be nice to everybody, just check up on them. Just like socialize with people, just get to know them, talk to them, and you get a lot of stuff out of it. Playing college football for Whitworth University in Spokane, Washington. Hopefully I become a starter there, but still gotta work hard, push myself. Yeah, and yeah, my goal is just football right now. When I first went to Seattle and I saw the stadium, I just like want to be that, like have that feeling of just looking up at the sky, just like, dang, I made it here. Seeing all the crowd just calling my name, having my jersey on, and try being the best player I could be. I mean, it's really great, but college is way different than high school, so I'm not trying to get too cocky about it. Like I said, just keep working hard and try to start varsity and get to there. Some team goals. Everybody got this. I know that feeling, being nervous, getting ready to graduate, just being or trying to take care of yourself now. If you have a goal, just do it. Just stick it out. And if you fall out of it, then it's okay. Just like try to find something new and try to have fun with it. Don't let people use you.
My name is Abby West. I'm 18 and I'm a senior at Jordan High School. It's a mix of everything. Like I'm scared, I'm excited, just every emotion you can think of. Mainly I'm really excited because I've already had like the next chapter of my life already planned out. So that's kind of relieving, but I'm still like really scared because I'm the last of my 6 siblings to graduate. I'm going to be off to college in August, and I'm going to be going to Utah Tech University down in St. George for a bachelor's in special education. At Jordan, and I think every other high school, there is a peer tutoring class where we get to help the students with disabilities, and I really like it because for me, what helps me not focus so much on like my anxieties and whatever, I help other people. And it's really nice because then the kids get to know you and then they see you in the hall. And it kind of just like brightens your day whenever you're kind of having an off day. I'm on the wrestling team. I started when I was a freshman, which going into high school, I didn't think I was going to do a sport. I was going to kind of go through the motion of school because I'm not a school person, if that makes sense. Like I don't like school. But then Coach Babbo, good old Coach Babbo, he saw me playing tag with some of my friends, and he said, you have a lot of spunk, and you need to put it somewhere, and you should join the wrestling team. And I was like, that's weird. I don't want to do that. And then I thought about it more, and I was like, what's the harm in trying it? So I tried it, and then I went to state my freshman year, and I placed, which nobody thought I was going to. Even my mom was like, why are you wrestling? That's weird. But I kept at it. And I placed my sophomore. I was a state runner-up my junior year, and then I became a state champion my senior year. One of my final high school match was my state final, and it was very bittersweet. State is definitely like a really like interesting experience because it's at Utah Valley. And when I first walked into the arena my first year, I was like, what am I doing here? Like, I do not belong here. This is crazy. And then as time went on, I got really used to being there because, I mean, I placed 4 times, and that's kind of unheard of at Jordan, which was kind of cool. But it's very, like, thrill-seeking. Wrestling has a lot of, like, thrill and excitement. And for me, it was, like, the moment I walk in, like, my adrenaline is just going crazy, and I don't think about anything else. And it's really fun. Because you get to see all the mats and everybody and the people and refs, and it's insane. It's crowded, too. It's really crowded. At state, like, I was seeded number 1. Like, I was, like, the person to beat. And I was scared because I was like, what if I lose? Or, like, what if I don't measure up to what people have thought of me? And going into it, I was just like, it's a match, and I'm just going to put it all on the line. And the girl I ended up wrestling, we wrestled in the divisionals for the number 1 spot. And it was a dogfight for sure. And it ended up being another dogfight. And when I won, it was just like, I just had all of this weight off my shoulders because I felt so much pressure to win. But I remember what one of my coaches told me before, like, I started. He was, it's just a match. It's 6 minutes. You'll be fine. And that kind of just put me in, like, a spot where I was like, okay, I'm going to have fun. When I started in school, I was not a good kid at all. I was skipping class. I was back-talking anyone with authority. Anyone, even if it was just a hall monitor. But my teacher, Coach Babel, the one who got me into wrestling, saw me one day skipping class, and he was like, Abby, are you okay? Like, do you need anyone to talk to? And that kind of, like, sat with me for my freshman year. I was like, wow. Like, I didn't think anybody cared because, like, I just thought nobody cared. And, like, Babbo, one of my old vice principals before she went to Corner Canyon, Miss Kohler, she kind of gave me a kick in the butt, which I very much needed. Also, Officer Hoops, he's still there. He was my resource officer in middle school. He also kind of gave me a kick in the butt. And Babbo was like, I call him my dad. Like, he's my school dad. Like, he kind of just kept an eye on me. And when I was kind of going down, like, a bad route, like, mental route, he would just be like, Abby, are you okay? Do you need a break? Do you need someone to talk to? And I was like, somebody actually cares. And so that kind of gave me, like, the motivation to keep going at school because I was so done with it. I was just ready to, like, drop out. But those few people actually kept me at school. When I first started, I was definitely a hothead. Like, I let my emotions get the best of me a lot in matches. And then, like, it would just, like, completely derail my whole day. But it always gave me something to look forward to. Like, if I had a bad day at school or just a bad day in general, wrestling was always kind of like my escape, which is really nice. Because a lot of people think wrestling is very just physical and, like, we don't like each other and we just want to hurt each other. And in some cases that is true. But it's honestly really mental because it's 6 minutes of nonstop moving, other coaches, like, chirping at you, people in the stands chirping at you, and you always have to just shut everybody out and listen to, like, your corner. So it taught me a lot of discipline and just, like, being able to tune everybody out and focus on what I need to do, as well as, in a way, keeping up on grades because I'm going to have to wrestle in college, and I won't be able to wrestle if I have bad grades. So that's kind of, like, instilled in me, like, to manage my grades well. One of the goals for me for all 4 years of my college is to be an All-American, maybe be a national champion. I don't know. I will see what the future holds. But that's hopefully the goal, and then hopefully also to get my teaching license at some point that I can maybe come back to a Canyon school and, like, be a paraeducator or a co-teacher with one of the schools because I know they're amazing schools. Because I've been to a lot of, like, the unified basketball games and soccer games and whatnot, and I just love seeing all the teachers there, and I just want to be, like, one of those teachers that the students can, like, count on. One of the first things I would probably tell myself is you don't have to do everything everybody else does to fit in, and you don't have to be cool to fit in, and it's okay to be different, and it's okay to be your own self, because my freshman self wanted to fit in because I was always the awkward one out in middle school. But I wanted to fit in. I wanted to be the cool girl. I wanted to have boyfriends. I wanted to do whatever I wanted pretty much. And now looking back at it, I realize that that is not the case at all. I would just tell myself it is okay to be different, and it's okay to not be the cool kid for once. 'Cause I would rather sacrifice my social life for my happiness, because I can survive without friends. That is one thing I've learned, is I can survive without people constantly around me. But yeah, I would just tell myself to be you and try not to be someone you're not.
My name's Miles Layton, and I go to Brighton High School. It is crazy. I mean, I've been looking forward to it for the last 4 years, and in the last 2 months or so, it's just gone by so fast, but it's all good things, so super excited. I was born in Utah, moved to California, spent 1 year in California, and then came back out here and was lucky to pretty quickly find a good group of friends, and baseball helped a lot with that. And staying close to those kids as I got through high school, and then in high school, it was really fun expanding my friend group and just building connections with tons of different people. One thing that was awesome with that was doing peer tutoring and building a lot of relationships with kids with extra needs, and just finding such a great love for them and seeing the love that they have for every day. And so that's probably been the greatest class that I've taken, and probably one of the highlights of high school along with baseball is peer tutoring. Honestly, I don't know if there's a specific thing that I could tell you, but I took the class my freshman year, which was uncommon. Usually most freshmen didn't take it, but I decided I wanted to, and I loved it, and I've taken it every year since, and every opportunity I've gotten, I've been able to take it, which has been fun. My dad played baseball, my uncles played baseball, so it was kind of in my blood, but there's pictures of me when I was not even 1 year old with a bat and ball in my hand, and I just have grown to love it and grown to find my own joy in it, which has been fun. Yeah, my high school career has been awesome. I mean, starting my freshman year, I found a lot of good friends and upperclassmen, and it's been fun to become that for some of the underclassmen. This year's been super special. We have a special team and a special group of guys that's pretty talented. And in baseball, there's so much more to it than just what meets the eye, and there's so much mental preparation that goes into it. But on top of that, there's so many life lessons and life connections that baseball has bettered me as a person and as a son and a friend and a brother, way more than I could have expected as a baseball player. I mean, 100% my parents. I have the best parents in the world, and I'm so grateful for them and all the help that they've given me. I'm also super grateful. I have 3 sisters that are such amazing role models. Even though some of them are younger, I still look up to them so much. And then just my coaches, especially Coach Clevin, who's our head coach at Brighton High School. He's taught me a lot and helped me grow, both as a baseball player and as a young man. It was awesome. I mean, of course, I don't work hard to receive the recognition, but it does help, obviously. And it's exciting to see hard work pay off and see that recognition, both from baseball and from academics and just life. I mean, academics has always been important to me, especially as a student athlete, maintaining that balance and learning how to do that, balancing school and baseball. And I know that baseball is great and academics are great, but as long as I could do them both, that they would build off each other and benefit me. Next, I'm actually serving a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ to Fiji, and then when I return, I'm going to play baseball at the Air Force Academy. Baseball opened that opportunity, and at first it wasn't something that I was immediately drawn to, but as I learned about the culture of the academy and the family that it was and the opportunity that I had to be a part of, it was something I couldn't turn down. But right now I'm thinking about doing cybersecurity and a computer sciences major, but definitely still time and a lot of great opportunities to consider. So my dad actually does cybersecurity for work, and the academy has an awesome program that would set me up very well and just a great opportunity to take advantage of. Of course, I want to play baseball as long as I can. I love baseball so much, but I also understand that it's an opportunity to other dreams in life. So just getting through the academy, and I know how difficult that might be, but just to get through that and get through it successfully, and then use that as a launching pad for the rest of my life and my career. I mean, it's so cliche, but it goes so fast, so enjoy it. I mean, looking back now that I graduate in a week or 2 here, it's crazy how fast it's gone. And so I just tell myself, enjoy it and get to know as many people as you can and just be nice to everyone, because everyone is actually so awesome. Like, the more I've gotten to know everyone.
We'd like to thank the graduates for sharing their stories and their hopes and dreams with us. Congratulations to the class of 2025. May all your dreams come true.